And welcome back to DaGaimez, gamers. It's Al here giving you a review of Inside. This game I thought was very, very visually orgasmic to the brain in a dark way. It kind of has this very eerie feeling from the very get-go, continuing to get deeper and deeper and more complex. You start to wonder what the story is. You just don't know, but you have to find out. And the more you side scroll in this 2D side scroller, you realize that there's tons of depth to the game visually. The graphic designers did just an amazing job sucking me in immersively to this game. It is $20 currently on Steam. I highly recommend the game just because, to me, I had a $20 experience. Let me just tell you. It was 4 hours long. It's not going to be endless hours of entertainment, and you're not ever going to want to go back and play this after you're done with it. It's not that type of game. It's basically what is at the end of this game. Now, I can tell you there's a weird dichotomy about how I feel about this game. Yes, it's worth the $20, but let me just tell you something. I felt as if 3/4 of the way, like halfway to 3/4 of the way, something got lost in translation. I related. You're running away from something. You're a boy, and you're like you're continually like this eerie feeling, this dreaded feeling. Dogs chasing you, and submarines, and weird things under the water. Very immersive. Backgrounds that just give you like this field of scope, this amazing kind of like, wow, how am I getting this out of a 2D game? Puzzles, very puzzle oriented game, but there was a split in it because towards the end of the game I was like, I feel like this is a different game. I don't feel like this was the same game that I started playing, and I was kind of dissatisfied at the end. Now, it's still worth playing, it's still worth getting to the end. I'm still fresh from playing the game, but I can tell you this. Now that the game has ended, I kind of realize the story a little bit better. I had more time to think about it. I'm still kind of split. I was more with the game at the very beginning than it was at the end, but I can say this. Just the $20 is worth all that art. It's worth all the feels. So much feels in this game. So much feels in this game, and the soundtrack and the ambient sound in this really just gets to you, and they did an amazing job with the sound. I highly recommend getting a surround sound headset that you can just get involved in, where sound is coming from every direction, because I will tell you one thing, the sound was just as good as the visuals. Now the puzzles in the game, because it is a puzzle 2D kind of oriented game. Drag a box here, push a box there, pull a lever here. And sometimes it gets a little old, sometimes it gets a little repetitious. There's going to be a lot of people reviewing this game. They're going to say, you know what, I didn't like the fact that the puzzles, some of them were kind of the same but with different art. And you're going to have that with a game that kind of like goes this long. I felt like it dragged a little bit too long, but I will say this. Just the sound and the visuals is worth it. Now, I went the whole way through from start to end, so maybe people will have slightly different, more immersive, absorbing experiences if they take this chunk by chunk, but I felt this is what that one type of game I just had to eat it whole greedily. I had just to binge eat this game, and that's why I thought, you know what, this game's worth it. This game's worth $20. I kept going and going, and granted, I was on stream. I didn't feel obligated to have to finish it. I wanted to do it on my own for myself to see where it got me at the end. And that really is what tells you what's a good game from a bad game. If you can set a game down and say, I'm done with this, I don't want to do it anymore, then you shouldn't really spend the money in the first place. And that's why I'm here to give you guys reviews. So check it out, Inside. Definitely worth your $20. I think you'll find yourself kind of put in this very dark, eerie world. You get kind of like these vibes at certain times where you're like, what is going on? And I kind of like that. It puts you in this like limbo realm, and you had to find out what exactly is inside. So like I said, there is a card here. I did do the whole walkthrough. If you don't want to buy the game, you just want to watch it, go to my channel. I got the complete walkthrough. Thanks for watching here on the Guy. go pick yourself up a copy or just watch the whole thing here on the channel. That's what we do here. And don't forget to press the subscribe button.